Hi, welcome to my channel, Naciel Tarot. I'm doing a pick a card week ahead for the week of September 20th through the 26th. I have little spirit animal figurines here. The turtle representing pile 1, the owl representing pile 2, and the elephant representing pile 3. I do have a few different decks under here. I did not pick any romance cards because when I shuffled through them, I didn't, none of them flew out when I asked for any advice or any message regarding relationships or romance. So if it's in the cards, then we'll pull some, and if not, we'll just take the message and keep it moving. So I'll give you a second to pick which pile you are most drawn to. Pile 1, turtle. Pile 2, the owl. And pile 3, the elephant. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1. Move these out of the way here. A couple of these decks I just got, and I'm not too familiar with their meanings right away, but I do have the books available, so I'll be looking through those. These are your astrology cards. Let's see what you have here. You have 7th house partners. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that. I'll have to adjust my light here. And then we have Jupiter, abundance. And then for this card, I got it from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. This one I just chose as a important, the most specific thing that we'll be focusing on. That you will be focused on for next week. And ooh, sorry. We have transformation. Beautiful butterfly. I love butterflies. I went to the Science Museum once in a town where I'm from. Well, not town, city. And they have this huge butterfly exhibit. I don't know if they still have it open, but you're able to walk through, and there's just many different species of butterflies, and they're just so freaking beautiful, and they just fly around freely, and they land on you, and you can just stand there and just allow them to land on you, and it's really nice. A nice experience. I have your tarot cards here. What will be the focus for next week? Again, September 20th through the 26th. And we have, starting off with the Death card. So something's ending, but we all know that endings bring a new beginning, so let's see what else. Okay. Definitely some finance related concerns here. I do have After Tarot as well, but I'm going to go through your tarot cards first and then show the After Tarot. So something's definitely ending, whether it be a cycle or whether it be a lack of forward movement for yourself. That's ending for you. Something is changing within you, which is good. Also, possibly within your relationships, as well as with your finances, which is cool that you got the Abundance card and you have the Queen of Pentacles upright and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So something is definitely changing with your finances, as well as changing with your relationships. Maybe your relationship is ending so that a new one can begin. Maybe that relationship was stuck. It wasn't moving forward as you would have hoped it to. It was stagnant and holding you back, truly. And maybe that's what the transformation is for, you know, letting go of dead things to allow new things to come in and replace those things that you think that you're losing, which in truth you're not really losing anything. It's always just being replaced by something better, something that's more fulfilling and more sustaining for you. We do have the Queen of Pentacles here. So there is some concern that you have regarding your finances. Whether it's you holding on to them, or you may be waiting for a blessing and not seeing any return in the work that you're doing. So, but do believe that you are worthy of being abundant. Yeah, so let's look at the After Tarot and see what it's going to show here. We have the Chariot in reverse. We have a Ten of Wands, Page of Wands. Yeah, definitely some lack of movement here, and Ace of Cups in reverse. So there very may well be a disappointment in a relationship here, or maybe even a breakup or a divorce, but definitely some disappointment in the love or romantic side of things. Disappointment by the lack of forward movement. You know, this person seems very distant from you with this Page of Wands here. Sorry, let me pull it closer so you can see the woman in the back there and the man that's walking away. Either he left you behind, or you're ready to leave this relationship behind, or have already left the relationship behind. It was definitely very burdensome for you, you know. It kept you stuck and stagnant, and you couldn't continue pushing forward with all the weight that you were carrying along with it. You know, you weren't able to see a way ahead to allow yourself to move forward in victory, because you were allowing this situation to hold you back, to weigh you down, to block you from moving forward and progressing with your life. Don't ever wait for someone to come and be the change in your life that you can't be for yourself. You know, if someone isn't making you happy or treating you with respect and honor and love that you deserve, then perhaps it is most definitely time for you to move forward and move on, and not hold on to something that's dying anyways. You know, it isn't a punishment for someone to not want to be in your life. Most of the time, it's a blessing, because they don't need to be in your life, and they're more of a hindrance than a blessing or a love or even a friend, you know. You never know people's pure intentions, and some people that come into our lives are actual lessons of learning how to be treated and how we deserve to be treated, and how you stand up for yourself and the decisions that you make for yourself and regarding relationships. So definitely be okay with allowing something to end, and allow yourself to be transformed by it. Don't allow the emotions and the feelings of however long the relationship lasted, or however strong the connection may have been. Don't allow those factors to keep you stuck. Don't allow them to keep you in a what if type of phase, because what if what? What if he does come back? What if he doesn't? Or he or she or whomever. Why are you allowing that to hold you back from moving forward in your own life? You know, you have to continue moving forward, and you have to continue making choices that are for your own betterment and not the betterment of other people. You know, you are your first priority in any decision that you ever make in your life. And if you are not, then you can't expect anyone else to make you a priority either. People see how you treat yourself, and they also treat you accordingly. So Treat yourself with love, respect, honor, sorry. I'm going to say honor and dignity. And that is what you will attract into your life, you know? You have to be these things for yourself and not look for that validation from other people. You know, stand in your power. Allow yourself to be beautiful just as you are. You are beautiful. You deserve a beautiful, happy, romantic love, of unconditional love and transformation and growth. And not even one that's going to hold you back or make you feel like you're less than, or make you feel like you're hard to love, or make you feel like you're unworthy of having everything that you desire, you know, whether financially or whether in love. You know, there can be new beginnings, and there can be transformation, and there can be change. Which is so funny that you have the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and your cards are literally of abundance and partners. So I'm going to read transformation, and then I'm going to read your astrology cards. So I'm going to start here with transformation. It says, this is a time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of beginning. If you have been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue color suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Exactly. And that's why endings bring beautiful new beginnings. We gotta release the old to embrace the new. And I'm gonna read your astrology cards here. I'm gonna start with Jupiter here, since it'll be at the beginning of the book. And I do want to say I do have charms that I am going to pull from my little bowl here. I really gotta fix this light. But the thing is, I had already tried to record this video for this reading, and I had gotten through your pile all the way up to the point where I had pulled your charms already. And then when I glanced over at my phone, there was a message that my memory was full, and it interrupted the video, and it was shortened, and it did not catch everything that I had mentioned. So I went to sleep. And then I came back to it, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is just me needing to take a break, so I will go ahead and do that. So I do already have your charms pulled, pile one. So there's no spontaneity with these on camera. So, but I have them here already still. I didn't change them. I left them as they were because I definitely have different messages for you guys with those. Again, I've already done this, so just doing it over again and recording it better this time. So, Jupiter, abundance. It says, expect doors to swing open. Perfect. By far the largest and most magnanimous. Sorry. Okay, please know that I read very well, but my mouth is very dry at this moment, so please excuse me for that. Magnanimous of all of the heavenly bodies in our solar system, in the Roman pantheon, Jupiter was referred to as the king of all gods. Corresponds to the Greek Zeus and the Norse god Odin. Let's see. Because Jupiter is so vast and expansive, this planet is the gate opener for better luck. Awesome. So luck is definitely coming. I'm going to skip to Jupiter card in brief, actually, so we can just get to the main points here. Expansion, moving on to better things, fortune, the lifting of obstacles, perfect, respite after a time of stress or turmoil, the high road, being generous, showing generosity, spiritual ideas, and it is The key ideas are changing luck, high ideals, sense of purpose. So basically, it's corresponding with with the Wheel of Fortune card. So basically, we're just assuming things are definitely starting to turn around in your favor for you now. Cycles had definitely ended, and transformation and ending will and eventually propel you forward into receiving the blessings and the abundance in the relationship that you actually deserve and are worthy of receiving. Truly, you are worthy of unconditional love. Please do not ever accept anything less. And I'm going to go and read your second card, which is Seventh House Partners. Please bear with me, people. This is my first reading here, and I definitely had to develop a more sound way of doing so. Okay. Seventh House Partners. I like this quote here. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell. It is simply purgatory. The in-between, you know. Bindings, whether emotional and domestic, or lawful and what is right or permissible, are indicated now. The seventh house is the area of the chart that represents the other, since it is opposed to the first house of the self. Traditionally, it has been thought to be the house of marriage and marriage partners, and although this may still be the primary meaning, the other can also include friends and family and peer groups, so it can mean significant others such as co-workers. Since it is a traditional house of Libra, it governs fairness, balance, and the law. It is also the house of open enemies. When the seventh house card represents itself in a reading, it usually means one of two things: either issues dealing with partners or significant others, or court cases and legal issues. The card itself is neutral, much like the actual seventh house, which strives for balance, so the surrounding cards will indicate the basic meaning, whether positive or negative or something in between. Let's see. And let's skip to the house card in brief. And they have becoming more attractive to prospective mates. Nice. Flirting, committing to the love of your life. Nice. Taking relationships to the next level. Romantic and domestic partnerships. Tying the knot, marriage, spouses, soulmates. I read that one anyway. And this one corresponds to the Justice card. So definite balance. You know, you need balance in a relationship. It can't just be one person doing everything or trying to fix everything. You know, if it's not equal, then please stop over exerting yourself in a place that's dead. It's like pushing up against a brick wall. There is no forward movement if both parties aren't willing to work together to fix it. I'm gonna pick your cards up here so I can get you a good view of your charms that were pre-pulled due to my phone issues. Dude, I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe I literally just got through this whole dang on thing, and I'm just gonna have to record it all over again. And so I was like, okay, well, you know what? Let me just take a break, because obviously it wasn't working out. So I had to take a break for a second and just regroup myself, take a nap, come back to it, replenish my energy, get some water, which I need to now because my mouth is pretty parched. And I'm sorry if you can hear that so close. So you can the water down. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so I am going to start with a train because the message I have for you for this one was really good. And actually, this was the first one that I got to start with anyways before I saw the video had ended. The train I corresponded with moving forward in a forward motion and not being concerned with any blockages ahead of you. Because of course, whenever we're out, you know, in the outside world and the train is coming, you know, the barrier comes down, the lights start flashing, the alarm starts ringing, and everyone is known and aware to stop or suffer and get hit by a train, and no one wants to lose their life or lose their vehicles. So we all stop. Smart people stop. Some people still go, but that's neither here nor there. So with this train, I just want to say, just keep moving forward, and just know that you are protected from any blockages that are coming forth or that are trying to stop you from moving forward. You know, your spirit guides and your angels are working with you to push you forward, and not be so concerned about what could stop you, but be more concerned about keeping that momentum of forward movement and getting to where you need to go on time. You know, you're either going to be a train at the station just stopped, or you're going to be a train in motion, taking action and making the decisions that are best for you and moving forward in your life to create the life that you want. I also have the letter L here. That could be either an initial of yours, or an initial of your partner, or an initial of someone that has passed on that wants to send you a message in your dream. I don't know why I said that, but that's what came to me. So definitely pay attention to your dreams. That was weird. Not weird, but close. But yeah, okay, whatever. Proceeding. We have the anchor here. When I first did the meaning for this one, when I bought these for this anchor, I gave it the meaning of whatever was holding you down and anchoring you and keeping you stagnant has been released. You know, that rope isn't attached to anything anymore, and of course the rope probably has its own meaning, but you know, that anchor isn't around your weight or around your energy or around your spiritual self, because it's being cut. You know, your angels are always working with you to protect you and guide you, whether you believe it or not. They're always there supporting you. They see what is going on behind your back, and just know that, you know, they aren't there to harm you or to make you feel like you're not seen or you're being neglected or abandoned. You know, they're always there for you. They're always there for you. They're always one call away. So ask for their help whenever you need it. You know, it doesn't make you weak to ask for help. You're asking your spirit team. They're there for you. You know, they're your gift. You know, of support, of love, of friendship, truly, because I speak to my spirit guides all the time, and I speak with them more than I speak with people in my own life, and it always provides me with clarity and a sense of friendship and community, and I can just be sitting on my couch and just, you know, having a conversation as if someone was sitting next to me, you know, laughing away. So, anywho, just talk to your guides. They're always there to help you and support you and your angels, and show them some appreciation as well. And we have believe. Believe that things can change for you. Believe that things will get better. Believe that you will be prosperous. Believe that you will be happy. Believe that your needs will be fulfilled, you know, by yourself first and foremost, because you are always your first priority, and you are always the one that needs to fulfill your own needs before you allow anyone else to fulfill anything else for you. We do have the airplane here. So there may be travel ahead. I can't specify specifically next week, but there may be travel ahead either that week, or in the near future. And I have the California state charm. And another thing, I only have 2 states in here, just New York and California. So if you did get a state, then it should definitely be either California or any state near that area, in the West Coast area. West Side. Sorry. You have the Taurus charm. And on the back, Inquisitor. Okay, I have no idea what that is. I'll have to look that up. Sorry. But you may have been dealing with a Taurus or someone that has Taurus in that chart, or maybe you are a Taurus. or have Taurus somewhere in your chart. And we have the owl. So I think of it as going within and seeking wisdom, especially connecting with your higher self to see the truth in the situation. And ask your higher self to show you a higher perspective into the situation that you may be dealing with. And just to give you a fresh insight and understanding so that you're not longer concerned or worried or having sleepless nights or regretful about what has transpired for you, you know. You're always the answer that you need. You always know what you need to do to make your life better. You just have to make that decision to do so, you know. You can't ask and just wait around for things to start changing for you. You have to take action and move forward. You know, you have to make those decisions. You have to make those decisions. You have to want to change. You have to want the change. You have to want the happiness. You have to want the abundance and the prosperity for it to come to you. You know, have that drive to change things just as much as you have the drive to wait for someone to come back for you. You know, use that same energy you was using for them to come back to push yourself forward. You know, use that law of inertia. We have handmade here. And whether you're creating new things, ooh, I like that. Maybe you're creating new things. You're stepping into your wonderful, creative, passionate side, and you're creating wonderful things that you want to share with the world. Keep up with that, you know. Learn to rest and not quit, which was me today, because everything that I was trying to get accomplished today just kept encountering blocks. And so that's really why I went and took a nap, because I was either trying to do the reading and then the recording stopped. I went to go try to make some candles, but I didn't do the dye correctly, and then I went to the store and then I didn't have any more candle dye, so I was just like, you know what? It's time to go to sleep. It's time to go and take myself a rest, because things are not turning out as I would have hoped them to, and I'm just gonna go and rest. And then, you know, I'm well rested now. So I'm back and I'm recording this, and ordered some candle dye, so that'll be coming soon. I also have this, okay, I don't specifically know the name of it, so if you know the name of it, please let me know in the comments, maybe. Mind, body, and soul. Get that in balance. As well as support and community. Reach out for help if you need it. Seek advice from those that you can trust, that will have your best interest at heart. You know what I mean? Don't just go running to everybody. Everybody isn't your friend. Excuse me. But go to the ones that you can truly seek wisdom from. But of course, seek your wisdom first, and then go to others if you need help outside of that. But always check with yourself first before you go to other people. It's your higher self that will let you know if you should actually go to those other people or not. Okay, that's all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope you liked the message. I hope that it resonated. If it did, like and comment. Subscribe even if you're feeling compelled to. And I'm going to, holy fudgers, I am so sorry. I'm going to move on to Pile 2 now. The wonderful owl spirit here. I'm putting this turtle back with the others. We're done with the owl now. And I did use different tarot cards with the different groups, because I figured that I would be getting clarification. But then again, I already have the Act of Tarot, so I just stayed with that and left that. You know, I did not pull a romance card for group 1. Sorry, but their romance was so Pile 2. We have the 6th house of routine. Ooh. Getting your ducks in a row, perhaps. And Aquarius. I know. Now, like I mentioned with Pile 1, I don't know the meanings of these right away, so I do have the books with me. And then we have potential. I love this deck. I do, and I love the imagery that it has, and I love seeing the galaxy. There's quite a few things I have that has the galaxy image. I'm gonna wait to flip over your after tarot cards after I flip your regular tarot cards and go over these. So we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Let's put these over. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. I'm going to start with these messages here first, and then I'm going to move to your tarot cards. Hoping we can just get a feel of what the cards are going to tell you here. So we'll go to potential. I don't know if you can see that card very well, but it's also dark anyways. But it's an image of a mountain and a galaxy behind it. It's really beautiful, actually. Okay. This card appears when you are ready to activate your potential and step into your strength. This is the time to activate those gifts that you have had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. This is the time to allow it to flow. An inner wellspring of power is emerging. You have a profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions that you are repressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. Wow. It can also mean that you are on the verge of a great expansion of energy and life force. Wow. That was profound. Because it literally explains all of your cards. Wow. Definitely. Ooh. So, there's definitely some imbalance or unfairness regarding your finances going on. Whether you're overly giving to others or you're just short on finances for yourself, we're definitely needing to get a better hold on finances. Maybe you're overspending and giving to the wrong people, just way too much. You know, it's always good to help people, but definitely set boundaries on how much you're giving, because if you're giving too much, then what will you have left for yourself? You know, always make sure that you are taken care of before you're giving to other people, because if you're depleting yourself so much, you're drained and you'll just be down trying to replenish yourself. But then those people that you have helped, although that is a good thing, they're going off and functioning just regularly, normally throughout their lives, and you're here feeling lethargic and feeling left out, or feeling, taken advantage of, because they aren't pouring into you as you are pouring into them, and there's no equal balance of that. And it could be causing you to feel resentment towards people because they aren't helping you the way that you are helping them. But if you're not telling them, and if you're not letting them know how it is to treat you, without being, of course, impulsive about it, and don't just allow yourself to get so down about it and so overly emotional and holding that all in, that it builds up and builds up and builds up, and you're not able to handle these emotions with this Queen of Cups in reverse, and then you're blowing up on the people, and they're not understanding why you're blowing up on them, but because you didn't explain to them or let them know, or even for yourself, set boundaries and do for yourself more than you do for others. set boundaries so that you won't have to put yourself in that position. You know, I understand, you know, you have a big heart and you want to help everyone, but, you know, do that for yourself. Be that for yourself. Um, you know, because you get down and then you don't know how to fix the situation. You don't know which way to turn. You don't know how to get yourself out of it, and you don't see a way forward. You know, with the Ace of Wands in reverse here, you don't see how you can come up from this. And then you drown yourself in the emotion and not asking other people for help because you may feel like they can't provide for you the way that you can provide for others or for yourself. But then again, you're overgiving, so you're not really providing for yourself either. Um, so definitely, um, yeah, take care of yourself, love. Um, and then allow that love, that energy that you fill up yourself with, to overflow from you. Excuse me. To overflow from you to others, rather than you giving your last, your all, and depleting yourself and draining your own energy. You know. Then I'm gonna just flip over your after tarot here. Have the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, break out of that tradition, out of that habit of taking care of others more than yourself. That's something that I have had to learn myself, especially growing up with a large family and wanting to help everyone and making sure everyone else is good and making sure everyone else is happy, despite my own needs and my own concerns and my own life. And basically, it was just allowing me to ignore my own healing by focusing on helping other people. So that needed to stop because it put me in a really low place, and it wasn't good for me. Oh look, and there you go. You have the High Priestess in reverse. It could be causing you some mental distress. You know, you're not seeing the value in yourself because other people aren't treating you the way that you think that you deserve, because you aren't treating yourself the way that you deserve to be treated. You know, you have to treat yourself with that love, with respect, with honor, with integrity before anyone else can. You have to learn to set the boundaries so that people aren't taking advantage of you. You know, you have to step into your own power. You know what's good for you and leave behind what isn't. It's okay if people get angry. That is just fine. You let them be angry and you go on with your life, whether they are in it or not, whether they are family or not, because you are important. You have a mission here on earth to serve, to complete, to accomplish, to achieve. And we can't be allowing others to hold us back from that because we want them to be happy or we want to please them, you know. No more being a people pleaser. No more being concerned about what people think about you. Just focus on what you think about yourself. Because if you love yourself, if you respect yourself, if you honor yourself, if you give yourself gifts, give yourself love, give yourself the time, give yourself the unconditional love that you seek from other people, give yourself the confidence, the validation that you may seek from other people, and pour that into yourself, you know. Allow you to be everything for your own self, rather than allowing others to validate that for you. You don't need them to tell you that you are a wonderful giver. You don't need them to tell you that you're kind, that you're compassionate, that you're wonderful, because you are those things with or without their words, without their validation, without their acknowledgement of it. You know, you are powerful, you are magical, you are abundant, you are blessed. You know, you need to know this with this Aquarius. I know I am loved. I know I am abundant. I know I am blessed. I know I am prosperous. I know I am capable of setting boundaries for myself. I know I am capable of helping others after I have helped myself, you know. Put yourself first. Make that a routine. Yes. Make putting yourself the priority in your own life. And then we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, stop building where there's no solid foundation. Stop trying to pour into people that will just crumble your foundation. You know, not everyone is there to help you. You know, not everyone is going to be the exact image that you portray of them in your mind. You know, you have to take people at face value. See it for what it is and stop trying to see it for what it ain't. But if there is no real foundation in any relationship or partnership or job or in any area of your life, if there is no strong foundation under it, then it needs to go. If it is not built on truth, on honesty, on love and integrity, then it is going to crumble and it is going to leave you defeated. So it's best to just walk away while you can and allow things to unfold as they should. And don't feel guilty, you know. Don't resent anyone. Don't be bitter about anything. You gracefully release yourself from the situation. You know, you allow yourself to feel any emotion that arises, and you pick yourself up and you move forward. Exactly. You be the victor in that. Exactly. You pick yourself up and you move forward. You take what you can, you know. Sometimes you have to leave people behind, and that's okay. Sometimes you got to take those swords and you got to go, you know. Take that mental clarity and that mental stability back. You know, don't allow them to cause confusion in your life and cause you to think that you are anything but glorious, that you are anything but magnificent, you know? Don't let other people tell you who you are. You know who you are. And if you are a kind, giver, compassionate, loving person, then that is who you are. And if anyone is telling you that you ain't, that's because they don't believe it for themselves and they are really talking about themselves. So, and they don't want to tell you the truth of who you are because it makes them feel like that they are anything less than. So that's not your problem. That is not your problem. You know, you stand in your power, you stand in your glory, and you keep it moving. Anything that falls away from you as you are learning and transitioning and growing is only going away to replace it with something better. So don't hold on to that. Do not hold on to that. Do not build on an unstable foundation. You know, you take your swords and you go in victory. You know, you walk away from who you had to fight with, of who you had to struggle with. Let that go. Don't allow them to cause you to be imbalanced. You know, break away from those old habits. Step into your power. You know, you are worthy. You are deserving. So I'm gonna read your astrology cards here. Expect to be tested and shown waves of the future. Ruled by the planet of sudden insight, Uranus, Aquarius tend to have a natural aptitude for genius. Even those that are not geniuses are able to collect facts and knowledge far beyond the scope of those of other signs. Because of their vast intelligence, it doesn't take Aquarius long to see that they are superior in intellect to most people. Exactly. This gives them a certain disdain over anything they view as common or ordinary. Mm-hmm. As seers into the future, Aquarians are ahead of the game and have accurate visions of the way things will be. This is why the sign of Aquarius rules science fiction and anything brand new. In reality, Aquarians see waves of the future in a way the rest of us cannot. Aquarians can be very stubborn in their views, even when those views appear off the walls to others. They will fight long and hard just to have the freedom to stay weird. And they will fight for the rest of us to stay weird as well. And I am going to skip to back here. I'm going to skip to certain parts here. because everything isn't for you to hear. But I do see a message here that I do want to read. It says another meaning behind this card is the meeting up of cutting edge people, those who challenge what you believe to be true or established, though it may not be. Many times these people will be artists. With this card choice, you are likely to be mastering something new and untried, which will lead you to greater awareness and success. That's good. That's good. That's good. And this card is correspondent to the Star card. Good. Good, good, good. And the key ideas in here is standing alone, mastery, surprises, and eccentricity. Okay, and then I'm going to skip ahead to your next card, which is 6th house of routine. The body is a sacred garment. Nice. Okay. You must change your you must change your usual way of looking at things. The 6th house is ruled by the mutable sign Virgo and the planet Mercury. In a horoscope, it is the area of routine and everyday life. It is not so much a dazzling place as it has to do with the ordinary. It also rules the body, and specifically your health, especially the digestive tract. Oh, that is definitely a Virgo thing too. The house reminds us that we should do to maintain, what we should do to maintain good health. And in this, diet figures in. Anything that comes under alternative health, I don't know what is with my words today, sorry, or various approaches to strengthening the body and supporting a healthy lifestyle, all falls under the category of the 6th house. Oh my God. Whew. Okay. I am going to skip ahead a little bit here. As the 6th house has everything to do with your routine and what you do regularly, you may experience changes and disruptions in your schedule. It would also be to your benefit to become as organized as you can, since at this time any type of disorganization could defeat your plans. It is time to pay attention to the small particulars rather than the larger picture. The larger picture cannot develop without the minute details. You may find yourself worrying over little matters, which is exhausting. Visits to libraries and schools may somehow assist you in your plans. It is important to be analytical in your endeavors, or they may come unraveled and not turn out in the ideal way you want. Perfection is not necessary to success. Completing what you start is more important. However, the 6th house card does suggest you insist on quality and usefulness. Sorry if you hear my dog's steps. It just jumped off the bed. The 6th house card in brief is how you work and what you are working on, as well as your responsibilities, your duties, your volunteer work, making sure all details are covered. Organization. And it is corresponding to the 7 of Pentacles. Excuse me. So, watching your harvest grow in. Excuse me. Sorry, get some water. Okay. So that was that. I'm going to pull your charms now. For group 1, I didn't get to pull theirs, well, on camera as such, since, like I told them, I had already recorded the video, or at least tried to, the first video, and my phone ended up stopped recording due to the memory being full, so I had to re-record this whole thing. Well, just theirs mostly. I haven't gotten to your call yet. So. I'm gonna okay, so let me scoot these closer. Okay, we have, let me just put these. Oh, you have 2 Capricorn charms. And on the back of it, it says ambitious. You have a Pisces charm, and on the back of that one, it says intuitive. And you also have Aries. And on the back of that one, it says courageous. Exactly. Be courageous. Now, whether you have these signs, or whether you are of these signs in your chart, or whomever the people that you may be dealing with in your life, if they have those signs in their chart, that is what it could be indicative of. And then we have the wing, seeing things from a higher perspective, you know, taking flight and moving forward in victory. I like that one. And we have the ladybug. I like the ladybug because it always makes me think of luck, you know. I don't know where we even got that that saying, you know, when a ladybug lands on you, it's lucky. And when I was a kid, sometimes when they would land on me, I'd be so terrified of them that I'd like throw them off. But I mean, as we got older, you know, it was easy. I was like, okay, you know, they're not, you know, terrifying or whatever. And then we have this. Okay, I forgot the name of this symbol. But when I first picked it up and bought it and then picked it up, whatever. I thought of the Three of Cups. Sorry, although I know it's of Catholic religion, I believe. Please don't take my word for that. I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna go with what I feel it signifies. So for me, it's like the Three of Cups, celebration, you know, but celebrating with those that are worth celebrating with. You know what I mean? Don't just celebrate with people that's looking for you to pick up the tab. You know what I mean? Celebrate with people that where there's common mutuality, you know, common ground, mutual energy, mutual respect, mutual give and take, you know. We have half a heart here, so you may be heartbroken or about the situation, about possibly losing a friend or someone in your life that you held dearly. Sorry about that. That is the first thing that came up when I touched it, actually. We have the rocket ship, moving forward, you know, moving forward. And it also makes me think of having support because, you know, rocket ships aren't just, you know, just plainly rocket ships. You know, that it takes different mechanics and different logistics and different people specialized in different things working on different tasks to all come together and build it together so it could be sustainable and functioning properly to be able to push that rocket out of the Earth's atmosphere. You know, that's a lot of forward momentum and pressure and speed that needs to occur. So just keep pushing forward. You know, allow those that want to support you and help you do that. And, you know, with that help, you'll build yourself back up and you'll be able to push yourself past any challenge or anything that could possibly become an obstacle in your life. And we have the key. I don't know if you can see this very well or if it's gonna. Okay, well, the little thing on here is in the shape of a heart, and it kind of looks like a Mickey Mouse type thing. It looks really hard, actually. I don't know if like a Mickey Mouse thing, but A key to your heart. You need to be the key to your own heart. You know, you can't allow anyone else. Well, you can, but what I'm saying is you are the key to your own heart first and foremost before you ever give it out or allow someone else to be that. But of course, that is your choice to offer that anyways. But just be protective of it. You know, don't lose your key. Don't lose your key. And don't allow others to steal your key either. You know, it's yours. It's your possession. It's who you are. We have the wonderful little rocking chair. So from what I'm seeing is the people in your life may be the people from your childhood that you have grown up with, that you are in a situation with perhaps. And I also see you going back and forth with the decision to make. So make a wise decision, huh? And I also, oh my gosh, I love this little thing, which is so funny that it flew across on the floor. It's a little handcuff. It's only one, but it's a little handcuff, and on the handcuff it says freedom. So perhaps you're you're looking for a way out of a situation that you don't see a way out of, you know, or maybe you're looking for abundant freedom of abundance, you know, freedom to have your own finances and deal with your own finances and not having to worry about or intertwine that with anyone else's, or having to care for other people outside of doing it for yourself. You know, having your freedom from a situation or from a certain relationship, perhaps. The decision is always yours. You know, nothing is going to change unless you change it. You know what I mean? Don't stay stuck in the sand like a starfish. And truly, they aren't even stuck in the sand. They're just resting. You know, they can always extend those little legs and start crawling. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a starfish move, but I haven't seen it in real life. But I did see a video of a starfish moving, all those little tentacles that pops out, and it's beautiful. Actually, it's really cool. I would love to see it in person one day. We have this planet here. I would assume that it is Saturn because it has a ring around it. And please do not laugh at me if there is a planet that has a ring around it, because I am learning. So, you know, hey, people can be skilled at knowing what planets are. Other people can be skilled at being able to assist in a C-section or in an OR. So, you know, it's to each their own. You know, I can learn to do that. So, just as anyone can learn to work in an OR, but you know, whatever. That's neither here nor there. And we have the beautiful palm trees. So get out in nature and enjoy the sun. You know, take a vacation perhaps. Or just take some time to yourself away from other people so that you can clear your mind, so you can replenish your energy, you know, replenish your aura from being around other people that are like energy vampires, and they cause you to be exhausted and feeling overworked and overwhelmed and just not in balance. Which is perfect that I said that, because I have this skate here, and it reminds me because I used to rollerblade as a child, but the rollerblades that I had the 4 wheels in alignment. But this one, you get much better balance with this skate because the wheels are you know, 2 on each side, which perfectly balances the person standing on them. Like, dude, we used to run in these bad boys, and it was just super easy. I mean, I was able to in the other ones as well, the inline skate ones, but of course that was after practice and, you know, becoming well at rollerblading. But yeah, get out in nature, you know, rebalance yourself, as well as get out and have some fun. You know, life isn't always about working and focusing on the next thing to do and focusing on the next person to help and focusing on the next task to accomplish. You know, take a break sometimes, you know, get that freedom. Go out and enjoy life. You know, a ladybug can't land on you if you're always in the house working. If you're always working, you know. But luck will come nonetheless. I just wanted to say that to be funny. Okay. I did not see any hint at romance in your cards, and even though I forgot to do group one, um, but as I told them initially when I first shuffled through all of these cards, I did ask, um, I did shuffle through and ask if there's any romance in the cards regarding next week, and none of them, like I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled for each group, and no romance card came out, I promise. See, and I have them here. See, I have them, but none of them came out when I shuffled for any of the groups. So romance obviously is not the focus for next week. It's mostly transforming ourselves and doing what's best for ourselves and making better decisions for ourselves moving forward and creating the life that we want, you know, letting go of those bad habits, those toxic people, relationships in our lives, you know, letting go of people, places, and things that are dead, you know, even jobs, friendships, family, relationships with other people, you know, the people in your household could even, you know, be jeopardizing things for you. Anywho's, we're just going to continue moving forward though, because knowing that we are supported, guided, and, you know, connected to source and the universe, and we will be protected, and we will just continue moving forward because that is the only thing that we can do. And I do hope that you guys make the best decisions for yourselves, and that happiness, abundance, and joy just overwhelms your lives. Seriously. Okay, I'm moving on to pile 3 now. I'm going to start with the astrology cards, and then I am going to read your cards from the books here because I can interpret them, but some of these I don't. I just don't know. And then we're also going to pull some charms here for you. And you pick the wonderful elephant spirit. I love the elephant. Your first card is the 10th house, the world. Ooh, I like that. You have a very important mission on this earth. Ooh, I love the colors in these. You have second house, owning. And look at that eye. Okay, good. You can see those posts. I'm gonna turn this a little bit. Okay, good. Oh, look, the colors. Wow, the colors really do match. That's beautiful. And then we have, beautiful. You have purity. Look at that beautiful white wolf. So, as mentioned before, any other groups, I don't know if you can hear my dog whining in the background, but if you do, I apologize. He is wanting some attention, and I will give that to him as soon as I'm done. I pulled different tarot cards for the different groups, so I'm just going to flip yours. These, though, are the very first tarot cards I have ever bought for myself. And I bought these actually when I was in high school. And I didn't use them very much back then when I first bought them. And then, I won't say recently, but yes, recently I picked them back up and just had a whole new experience with them, honestly. I've always had them since high school, and that was over a decade ago. Excuse me. So I have your tarot cards here. We have the 10 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. Ooh. So someone will be celebrating something very soon. The 6 of Pentacles. I like that. Only because I see it as getting everything in order to create what it is that you want to make. So when I see the loaf of bread there on the Six of Pentacles, I think of all the ingredients that you have to put together to create that loaf of bread. You know, if you're missing something that's important, it isn't going to come out well. You know what I mean? So let's say if you are making a loaf of bread, handmade, and you miss out on adding the yeast, which is, of course, you know, what is bread without yeast? Because it will not rise. So when I was younger, I used to, you know, experiment with certain foods in the kitchen, which is so funny because now that I'm bringing it up, I can see images of them. But I tried to make like biscuits once when I was a kid, and you know, only using flour and water, and you know, just not even knowing at all what ingredients to put in there. And the bread, after I took it out of the oven, it was just awful, to say the least. And I just want to let you know, you take your time getting your stuff in order, so that whatever you're working on does come into fruition, everything has unfolded properly and everything has come together perfectly, that you didn't miss a beat, that there are no mistakes, that you have covered all of your bases, and whatever it is that you are producing will come out exactly, well, not even exactly, but even better, obviously, with the Three of Cups, even better than you expected, and you're going to be celebrating that, you know. But don't rush in, you know, you can't rush the baking process. You have to take your time, you know. You do it with love. You do it with love, or you don't do it at all. So, you know, every little step equates to the next best thing, and all of those little steps will result in a large reward. You know what I mean? Where you truly will be celebrating, you know, and you're in that Queen of Wands energy, you know, creating, passionate, you know, putting your work out there, doing what it is that you love, and being abundant. Those burdens, would you get? Okay, seriously. I didn't kill it, but I didn't. But we're starting off with the Ten of Wands here. So you're definitely needing to release some burdens, or maybe you have already released these burdens, because the 10 is endings. You know, it's completion. Like perhaps that cycle has ended for you. Maybe you've released the burdens. Maybe you've released the people. Maybe you've released the heartache, the stress, the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the mental fog that was holding you back and, you know, holding you down. You've released that, which is really great. And now you've transitioned into the Queen of Wands. You know, you didn't let them bring you down. You know, you took one and you transformed yourself into the Queen of Wands. That is amazing, and that is perfect, and that is beautiful. And even though I read your tarot cards, I meant to start with your Sacred Destiny card, because so we can get the basis of what the reading will be about. Sorry about that. So let me read that as I put out your After Tarot cards and see what they have to say. So, purity. First snow. Okay, first snow. I don't know if you guys live, or, you know, I don't know where you guys will be from when you click on this video. Oh, yes, honey. When you click on this video. I don't know if that's right. What? Okay. I don't know if you guys live in a state that has a lot of snow, but I lived in North Dakota for a little over a year, and boy, that first snow, it's something. And I'm a Texas gal, so moving from the straight up heat to to snow, like below zeros type of weather, is a humongous ass transition for myself. And I did not, I was grateful for the opportunity, but whew, I could not stay in the snow, you guys. I promise you, I could not. However, the one thing I did appreciate about being in North Dakota is the quietness after it snows. And, you know, in the wintertime, it snows a heck of a lot, you guys. And so, you know, it can be piled up halfway, you know, to your waist by the time the morning comes. But whenever it was, whenever the ground was covered in snow, and I would go out in the middle of the night, just to either, you know, walk my dog or whatever, or if I was just up and just wanted to go moon gaze or star gaze or just be outside and period. Anyway, um, it is so quiet. It is so quiet. Like the snow blankets everything on the ground and even the roofs and everything. And when you walk out there, it is so, like, I can't really say hear a pin drop because I mean the ground is covered in snow, but it is so quiet and it is so peaceful and it is so beautiful. And that is mostly why I like going out in the middle of the night in North Dakota. Just like outside of the apartment, not, you know, far and just like walking down the street or anything, but once it snows, you can't get far anyways, I'll tell you that. Anyways, let me read your card. No matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can be and will be shimmering, sparkling, and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Ooh, especially with that 10 of Wands over there. Recurring challenges are releasing. Yes, honey. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. Wow, I love that. And yes, see, I should have read that one first, but it happened as it should. I'm not going to stress about it. I'll get to the astrology ones at the end. However, I want to come down to your after tarot and just revel in the transition that you have come out of. And I am so proud of you. So damn proud of you. If you didn't tell yourself, I am telling you. I am very proud of you. Good fucking job. Sorry about the language, but yes, honey. Good job. Good job. Yes, you went from the 10 of Wands to the Magician, honey. You took, yes, honey. You took those burdens and you took those tools and you transitioned and you stepped into your power and you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna hold on to this shit anymore. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna do the work. I'm going to make my life, create the life that I want to have, and not worry about, you know, what's gonna be, what burdens may come up, or allowing myself to be burdened down by the past or by relationships or by circumstances or that come against you. Not even against you, that happen to you. But truly, it's happening for you because it's always coming to change something in your life that needs changing. Change is inevitable. It is constant. It needs to happen so that you can, you know, go from the 10 of Wands to the Magician. So, good fucking job. Good job with that. So, continue doing that healing work. Continue releasing the things that aren't serving you. Continue releasing the people in your life that are holding you back, you know, that are causing you confusion. You know, don't wait for anyone to come and change your life. You do that for yourself. You know, you step into the Queen of Wands power. You make those changes for yourself. You move forward in your passions, and you know, you break those habits that keep you stagnant, that keep you in a place of lack, that keep you thinking that you don't deserve to move forward into beautiful blessings and abundance. You know, you don't have to challenge to get to where you are. You know, you are blessed. You are abundant. The universe works to support you, to protect you, to guide you, to give you those blessings, you know. You just have to step into your power and make those choices for yourself, for the betterment of yourself, you know. I keep saying you know a lot. I'm so sorry. But use those gifts and talents that you have to create the life that you want. You know. Damn it. I keep saying it. Sorry. we have the Devil card, and I'm not gonna lie, look at them lovers at the bottom down there, though. There may be some relationships that you need to let go of because they are toxic for you, hun. And maybe you're afraid to let them go, but I'm gonna need you to let them go. As passionate as they must be, as thrilling and exciting as they may seem, we gotta let go of what's not good for us. You know, the magician knows what he has. He knows how to use what he has to create what he wants. The devil only seeks to exploit that, and use it for its own personal gain. And it isn't always for the betterment of you. Sometimes it seeks to keep you trapped so that you don't move forward, so that you don't elevate, so that you don't enlighten, so that you don't grow past them, so that you don't leave them behind, But hey, honey, you have to break that. You have to let them go. Ooh, there's a lot of letting go in these decks, in these piles for next week. A lot of letting go of toxic relationships and bad habits and old patterns and survival mode that we become accustomed to in our early lives. So you have the Six of Swords, in reverse. Don't be afraid to let go of the toxic relationships. It's okay to go about it alone, honey, because look where you're going. You're going to the Ten of Pentacles. Shit, I want to be going to the Ten of Pentacles too. Well, I am, so I'll speak that, yes. But you have the Three of Cups here, and you have the Ten of Pentacles underneath. Like, honey, if anything's going to be telling you to let go of whatever it is that is holding you back, it's going to be these two here, Like, it's blatant, it's obvious. Yeah, you got to let some things go. And that can be people, that can be addictions for yourself, Perhaps you're addicted to carrying around burdens, and even though that may sound weird, it can be a thing, Some people are addicted to drama, to chaos, to struggle, to challenges, because it's what they've become accustomed to throughout their lives. But break those. You have to break those habits, honey. Those are not healthy for you. You can't be afraid to leave those habits behind. You can't be afraid to leave those things behind, because what's on the other side of you leaving those behind is happiness, is reward, is abundance, is prosperity, And I love that it's in the second house owning, which shows all this money here, This is where you're headed, and this is where you're coming from, the world. Things are coming to a completion for you. Things are ending and changing. Time is moving forward, You can only move forward. Don't be trying to go back to what was, See, if he was upright, he's taking his ships and he's heading towards that Ten of Pentacles. He's okay with leaving it behind. But you're trying to go back to what was comfortable, to what you were used to. And it's just going to keep you stuck. And, it's, of course, life is always your choice. You don't have to take advice. You don't have to accept the cards at all. You don't. That is your choice. That is your choice. But from what I can tell, even if you are already in a process of doing it, which I am very proud of you if you are, letting go. Just let it go. So, good. That's good. You're doing good. You guys are doing good. Especially with that Ten of Pentacles and the Magician. Like, don't fuck that up, you guys. And I hate to be blunt like that, but don't fuck that up. Just don't. Because you're really going to just... Life is changing. Things are transitioning. And there ain't no way in hell you need to be going into this new world with old dead shit weighing you down. Like, who wants to move into a new house with an old rusty ass bed bug ridden couch. Like, no. Like, you leave that behind, you throw that away, and you get yourself a new couch. You know? Don't be holding on to bed bugs. Okay, that's a lot. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. So, this piece here, I have to, there you go. Let me get this from you. So that you can truly see what it is. It is a globe. A beautiful globe here. I'm gonna read your astrology cards first, and then I'll get to your. See, so got the whole world in your hands. Oh, dude, was so awesome. The world. Ha! If that ain't confirmation for you, love, I don't know what is. Free yourself. Oh my God, look at this handcuff that says freedom. As soon as I pick up the mask, free yourself. Yes, honey, free yourself from this facade you've been putting up. Free yourself from the burdens that you have allowed yourself to be in, you know? Everything is always a choice, you know? You're never in a situation without you actually putting yourself there. So please be mindful of that. Okay, you have a lot more charms than the other groups. Or the other piles. Oh, hey, pile 2 has this rocking horse and a rocket ship. Ah, rocket. Rockin' and robbin'. I don't know why I said that. Excuse my laugh. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna start with the world over here. Okay. Sorry if this video is so long. This is my very first reading, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed listening and have been patient and kind with me here. Okay. So, 10th house. The world. The desire for fame tempts even noble minds. I already know about that. I won't say fame. Probably just recognition. Whatever. Anyway, fame and the world at large. In astrology, the 10th house, which is at the top of the zodiac, embodies the masculine principle and represents the father or a primary male influence, or at least a very powerful, influential man. Excuse me. It can also represent the man in a woman's life. Because the 10th house opposes the 4th house, it can sometimes represent the woman or the mother in your life, but mostly, the 10th house stands for reputation and standing. Ooh. This is an ambitious card. It is about owning the world and being on top of the world. Wow. Yes, this wonderful world globe here. Don't you just love synchronicity? It is the ultimate card to have for when you need to be confident in what you are doing and go for what you want and nothing less. Exactly. Let go of that. Let go of what isn't working for you with those the 10 of Wands. Let that shit go so that you can take flight. Ooh. Oh my God, that's so funny that I said. So that you can take flight. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put that over there because I already said it. See, and this is how it easily falls off. Okay, then we have the globe here, and I'm also going to put the travel over there as well because you know, say if I can travel. So I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. If this card comes up, it can sometimes mean playing along with the status quo to get ahead. It could be to do with paying your dues, grabbing what you can, and taking advantage of a situation. This card suggests how high you can go in this lifetime, or at least concerning the issue at hand. Exactly. Because I said at the very beginning, I know you guys have a very important mission in this life, on this earth. Since it symbolizes the world, it also represents the earth. Exactly. So working the land or acquiring land is something that may come into play and can therefore denote growth, crops, plants, farmers, and farming. Oh, it's so cool. I'm sorry I keep stopping, but it's because I glance over and as I read, since it did say farming, I have this scarecrow here, which is really awesome. But for the scarecrow, I gave it the meaning of protecting your crops, protecting what it is that you're working on, or what it is that you're planting to build, and what it is that you want to harvest. You know, the scarecrow is there to keep the crows away from coming down and pecking at the harvest. You know, that's money out of that farmer's pocket just to feed, the crow and whatever. But the crows on here are resting on the scarecrow's shoulder. You know, support can come. You know, people can come into your life to help you, um, and provide balance and mutuality and common ground. It doesn't mean that they'll come in and peck at your crops or try to take from you. Some people actually come in just to be support or guidance, a special message from the angels maybe. But always be open to listening, and reveal yourself. Be true to who you are, and don't ever change yourself for the sake of other people. Free yourself from your burdens. Free yourself from what's holding you back. Sorry to branch off from your card here. Let me finish your card. Sorry, the messages just started coming, so let me get back to your card. It is 10th house card in brief, so we're just shortening down and getting the main details of the card. It is power, your position of power and how you are thrust into it. Influential people, meeting persons in power, world travels, awesome. The masculine principle, the father, the husband, the most important man in your life. If you are male, it can be indicative of your reputation, how you're viewed, fame and infamy, your legacy, the upper spine, physical endurance, and did I mention a female? Sexist. I'm just kidding. And it also corresponds, of course, to the tarot card, the world card, which is key ideas. It says life's calling, what you have to do, career, the mother, the father, glory, reputation, and fame. And then we have second house owning, which is pretty awesome because you have that 10 of Pentacles anyways. 26. That is page 100 here. Oh, I like this diamond. Here, I'll get to the rest of the charms and then I'll read your second one because I'll get distracted. The diamond, I see it as being a diamond in the rough, being put through a lot of pressure to become this magnificent piece of jewel. Well, not piece of jewel, but this magnificent jewel that is precious, that is priceless, be that beautiful jewel that you are. Embrace that. Reveal yourself, reveal who you are. You are beautiful. Be fearless. Be fearless. Take the world by storm. Don't allow the world to hold you back. Go with the flow of things with this dolphin tail. Oh, sorry, just fin. I won't say dolphin tail, it's a fin. But it reminds me of going with the flow, with, water. And then there's the tennis racket. If you can see it very well. There's a tennis racket here, 2 tennis rackets actually. So it reminds me of duality, of balance, of back and forth. Either back and forth in a decision that you're trying to make, or you just may perhaps enjoy playing tennis. Maybe you should go and play tennis. Get back to doing something that you haven't done in a while. Maybe you take a break from it and haven't touched a racket in a while. Get back to doing activities that you love. Be the captain of your own ship. Exactly. And travel the world. Make choices for yourself. Remain in peace. Speak peace, be peace, give peace, and you will receive such things. This is it's a horn. So maybe there's a message coming in, or an alert, perhaps. I don't know. It's like something's trying to get your attention. And when I picked it up, I could hear like a blowhorn, even though it isn't a blowhorn, but that's the sound that I hear, like a ship's horn for some reason. Well, if that's if that resonates with you somehow, just definitely let me know, because that's what I hear when I picked it up is a ship's horn. You know, like on a ferry when it's, or I don't even know, I've never even been on a ferry, so I don't even know if they make that noise. But anyway, a ship's horn. Um, Heartbeat. Keep your heart beating. Beating heart. Baby, that hummingbird heartbeat. That Katy Perry song, Hummingbird Heartbeat, it popped up in my head. I don't know if you've ever heard that song. It's Katy Perry, Hummingbird Heartbeat. Um, Maybe there's someone in your life that, is making your heart beat all, ooh, romance. We have the Aries zodiac sign, and on the back of it says courageous. So yes, be of courage. Be of courage, love. Or maybe that's, maybe you are an Aries, and perhaps you have Aries somewhere in your chart. That wonderful fiery sign. We have a little kitty cat. Maybe you have a cat as a pet, or there's a bunch of cats around, which is so funny, because I have been seeing a lot of cats lately around my house, and just around period, and it's been weird. But just keep an eye out for that. Cats are spirit animals as well, so perhaps they're there to deliver a message to you. Maybe you should look up what the cat spirit animal is and see if there's a message in there for you. And we have these pliers. Get a grip. Get a grip. That was the first thing that popped up, so we're gonna leave it at that. Get a grip, hon. Get a grip. And we have the beautiful little rocking horse here. So again, when I said with the tennis racket going back and forth, I also have the rocking horse with that meaning, going back and forth, or reflecting on your past, reflecting on your childhood, where you've been, and seeing how far you have progressed forward. You've really launched. You're taking off into the world, as a new person, as a new spiritual being on a different level. You've outgrown your old self. You've learned. You've transformed. You've become fearless. You've become that diamond in the rough, and you're owning up. You're embracing the world. You're getting out into the world. You're gonna be traveling. So this second house owning is, for starting off, you will own it. Exactly. Whatever it is that you are wanting to own, just know you will own it. So just take that as a confirmation. I don't know what it is. Whatever, it was the first thing that came to mind when I said it. That so it is, so it shall be. The second house is about being grounded in the physical. It is the house of money, and it's about what you own and movable goods. Ruled by the sign of Taurus, the second house is also about solid reality, creature comforts, lifestyle, an area supported primarily in the physical realm. It is also the key to your power in the world, how you feel empowered and disempowered. Exactly. You have that Queen of Wands, and you're empowered, and then you have a Ten of Wands, disempowered. And then you also have duality. You are leaving one behind and embracing the other, but you're able to dwell in them both. You can't it can't always be love and light all the time. There is shadow, there is darkness that we have to be able to exist within them both and function within them both, because you can't have light without the darkness. You have to shine a light on the darkness so that you can reveal what it is that needs to be seen. Sorry, let me get back to this. The second house isn't always to do with money and possessions. It is about ownership of talents, maintaining comfortable shelter, living up to personal values and self-esteem. It is also about what we decide to utilize or manifest in the physical realm. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Especially with this Magician card. I had to grab these so you can see. Yes, it is also about what we decide to utilize or manifest in the physical realm. The desired result of which will always be quantifiable rewards, comfort, and also familial happiness. Bruh. Ten of Pentacles. Yes. When this card turns up, it is time to concentrate on more practical issues. How do you handle finances? How do you look out for yourself and yours in terms of shelter? How are you being rewarded? Are you making a good living at what you love? It is a time where you need to protect resources to manage those things you own in a mature and equitable way. When this card presents itself in the spread, it is about sowing seeds for a good harvest. It is time to build, accumulate, toil, and manage. You may be at a stage to take the beginning steps of opening your own business or embarking on a path that will not only enable you to realize your dreams, but could also make you a fortune in doing so. Awesome. Meeting up with stubborn individuals or being unyielding yourself could also be an issue. That is so funny because you have the Devil card here and you have the Six of Swords, so you're trying to hold on to what you need to let go of. It is important to stay the course, but also to be flexible when dealing with others, especially concerning goals or any financial matter. Honey, yes. No matter what your question or focus, money, earnings, and material assets will play a part. Usually this is an extremely positive card, indicating significant financial rewards if you stay on your path and remain diligent and committed in all you do. Since the second house is ruled by Taurus with patience, gradual advancement and solid achievement is on the way. The only warning, oh my God, yes, sorry about that. The only warning, which is so funny that it says that, because this horn that I said, I hear a ship's horn, and it was just like an alert for you to just pay attention. The only warning is to be cautious where finances are concerned. It is possible if you come into money, you may meet some unscrupulous people who will work to take it from you. However, do consider the other cards in the spread in relation to your question. Holy shiznit. The second house card can at times indicate stubbornness, slothfulness, and developments that come about slowly or seem to drag. You will not be able to rush things. In most cases, this card indicates an abundant harvest. No matter how fast or delayed it may be, it will arrive. Exactly. So it is, so won't it be. Okay, but dude, legit, your cards were awesome. Whoever chose pile 3, yes. If that didn't clarify the cards that you got, the charms that you got, I don't know what else. So if that message doesn't resonate for you, try another pile. But you guys are a rocking it. You just keep transforming. You keep doing what's best for you. And you be mindful and alert of the people that are in your life that come to take from you rather than to offer good intentions. You know what I mean? Don't just allow people to just come and abuse you, take advantage of you, and leave you out in the cold. Do what's best for yourself. Make decisions that are better, that are best for you rather than best for other people. You can only take care of yourself first, and do that. Okay, so that's it for you, pile 3. I'm just gonna put my cards away. If this resonated with you guys, just let me know in the comment section, and also like the video if you do like the reading. I know that it was long, but this is my very first recording, so if you do subscribe, you'll get to see me grow into this, which I would hope that you do, because I guarantee you will definitely get some insight and messages that you need to hear from me. So I will attach my email down at the bottom if you want to email me for any personal readings maybe, or any advice or whatever. Just let me know. Or if you want to donate to my channel, since I'm starting new here, so I can purchase more decks for you guys and just get new creative things to work with, with you guys, and have, just fun on this channel. Fun, learning, loving, living, speaking in truth, gaining wisdom and clarity over situations. There was no romance, so I didn't pull any from there, and I'll just leave it where it is. I think none of the piles actually had any romance type of message in it. Mostly leaving relationship, but leaving is leaving, honey. That just is what it is. And then, but most of these piles are mostly for you guys transforming yourselves, which is really great. I'm happy for it. You know, I've definitely been feeling the shift as well, and have definitely shifted mentally into a new way of being. So I can just imagine how great and wonderful you guys are doing and what you're achieving in your own lives. So keep it love, keep it light, keep it positive, keep it compassionate, and keep it kind. Keep yourself first, always, 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 always. Keep yourself first. And love yourself first and foremost before anyone else can. Because you show them how to love you by the way that you treat yourself. You know, let go of burdens, move forward, let go of the past, stop holding on to the past. It's just keeping you stagnant, keeping you stuck, and making you frustrated and keeping you confused. Let it all go. Okay, feel free to join me back again whenever I have another reading. I'm Elle, and this is Naciel Tarot. Bye-bye now.